just partnered with Verizon Wireless, which is a huge partnership. I'm sure we'll be talking about more. But first and foremost, just to get this ball rolling, can you please tell us, your story? Like, where did you come from? What is your history? And then how did you get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency itself?
Sure. Yeah. Grew up in California, and then how I have a background in economics. That's what I studied in college, and then went and worked at Lehman Brothers in New York for 4 years and was in equity sales. I was a trader, and just right before the 2008 crash, I quit. I couldn't stand working in that environment, and then moved out to LA and spent some time there. And out in 2013, that's when I first discovered Bitcoin. Someone was like, "You got to take a meeting. I know you're into trading and derivatives and all that. You got to meet this person. They're going to tell you about Bitcoin." Like, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. So I took the meeting. It was going to be like half hour, ended up being like 5 hours of just talking. And at the time, it was a lot of Silk Road chat. So I was into it, but I wasn't that into it. I got the idea, I got the concept, but I didn't really. I was like, all right, we'll see what happens. And then in 2016, I was talking to someone about one of the other founders about trying to come up with a digitally restricted dollar. And then we both started talking, and Bitcoin came up again. We're like, Bitcoin. Neither of us knew too much about it. I mean, we had some of the ideas, but then we're like, we got to go figure this thing out. So we both bought Mastering Bitcoin, read that, bought all the Internet of Money books, started reading that, and then bought Digital Gold, read the Ross Ulbricht story, and I just kept getting into it and get more into it. And then turned out there was a master's program in Nicosia, University of Nicosia in Cyprus. So I ended up taking that, master's in digital currency. And then we were going to do services at first, just helping people set up hardware wallets, helping people set up exchange accounts, and sort of explain the process. And we're like, these wallets are terrible. Like, I was using a Trezor at the time and just wasn't really, I was like, this is 2017.
Really cool. What didn't you like about it?
I didn't like the whole the fact that it was just this USB dongle basically that I had to plug into my computer. I didn't like that idea first of all. Like, how is it cold if it's plugged into my computer? I had to enter my password on my computer. I was just nervous every time I used it. It took forever. It felt like it took 20 minutes to set up. And then we tried to restore one once. I think that took like 40 minutes of just like using buttons to try and type in the letters. And we're like, this is just not an easy user interface. If this thing's ever going to take off, the wallet, we always felt like a wallet was a misnomer also. I mean, it is a wallet, but the idea of just not being able to use it easily. You were just like, this is not going to take off. People, my mom's not going to want to plug this thing in and use it. My grandma's not going to want to do it. A lot of people are just like, it looked a little nerdy, so it really was. I felt like the user interface, everything kind of had to change. That's what we all felt. So, I mean, that the long process of like 4 years of trying to build this thing. So
this has been a 4-year process.
4-year process from starting from the beginning of just the idea of services moving into hardware wallets and trying to build a hardware wallet, from scratch, basically. So
that makes a lot of sense too, because when we first met and you were telling us about your wallet, I was actually thinking as well. I was like, oh, okay, like, did it come out the blue? What's going on? So you all spent 4 years on it. Let's jump into it. I will say, as you already said, when it comes to Trezor and it being plugged in to the computer, I do remember that too, the original ones. I still have my original as well. And you're right, it is clunky interface and all that good stuff. One of the things that people worry about when they're talking about new products, protocols, anything, of course, in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, this is the Wild West. So you say, hey, we have a new hardware wallet. People are scared. They're worried. We have somebody in the chat right now saying, hey, shout out to Lawrence, good morning, Crypto Warriors. Because of you, I bought the Icoin hardware wallet. So, let's go ahead and just jump right into security. Like, what makes your wallet not necessarily different, but what makes it so secure? What makes you all, I guess, not only makes the wallet so secure, but you did a big jump by partnering with Verizon. Like, you are out in the headlines now. What makes you all so confident your wallet can withstand some of these hard tests that we see, these penetration tests? We just saw one blockchain get hit for $615 million. So what are some things that you all thought about when you were creating this wallet?
Sure. Well, the cold storage is something that we wanted to do. Then if people aren't super familiar with what cold storage is or what air gap is, I feel like that word gets thrown around a lot, but people don't actually know what air gap is. So, I mean, yeah, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no cellular antenna, there's no GPS, there's no SD card slot, there is no front-facing camera, there's no microphone. So this thing is cold. You have to have physical possession of this device, to actually crack it open and get into it and know the pin, or have a lot of very valuable equipment to find the encrypted private keys and decrypt them, and good luck. So, and Verizon did a security audit on it as well. So it's really just, the air gap concept. I mean, most wallets do not have a camera, so you cannot read QR codes. And that's really what we wanted to do. We wanted to have first just an air gap solution. So, I mean, this is, it's the reading of QR codes, and the QR codes, by the way, that are being read from the mobile device, this is public information. And then the information is then signed on the hardware wallet using the private key. And then a QR code is generated on the hardware wallet and then read by the camera on the mobile phone, which is then sent to the network. And that QR code that is read on the hardware wallet is, again, what's being sent to the miners, the network. So it's not, this is not private information. So all the encryption. Oh, go ahead.
No, I didn't want to overlook one thing you just said that I didn't even realize. So Verizon did its own security audit on your wallet as well?
Correct. Yeah. So we were trying to get fast track through the, onto the Verizon store, and, we were about to do our PR release, and the legal team was like, whoa, Bitcoin, crypto, hold up. So yeah, they did a full security audit on us. We took another extra 2 months, and
that I can confirm it did take an extra 2 months.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I know. We kept kicking the can down the road on that one.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So first and foremost, for all those in the chat, I just saw someone say, Captain G32, glad you're having them today. I've been on the fence for about 2 weeks. I mean, that's the cool thing right here. I mean, not only do you have us saying we looked at it, the company saying that they did their job and their due diligence, but now we have a third party as well. Of course, Verizon Wireless. So we are all going to blame Verizon if something goes wrong. Now, exactly. Let me see. Let me kind of go into this chat and see what's going on as well. Some of the main features. I really like the printer. What are some of the main things you want to put out there to people about this wallet?
Yeah, I think the printer was kind of the fun thing. It was like when you order a Trezor or Ledger, they send you a little piece of paper. They don't even send you a pen to write your 24-word C phrase down. They were like, how can we make this a little more convenient? Thermal printer was the idea with the QR code, which is great because when you set it up, if you have the printer, you print it out, you then confirm that the C phrase is correct by scanning the QR code, the wallet confirms, and you're ready to go in under a minute, basically. And the great thing about the printer is you can wipe this wallet immediately, just go into settings and wipe it, and it's gone, everything's gone. And then when you go to start the wallet over again, you have the option to restore. You can either type those words in, which is pretty easy, or you just hit restore using QR code, and you just take the camera and read the QR code and your wallet's regenerated. So you can restore a wallet in 30 seconds, basically. So the idea that also, I mean, the concept that you can have multiple wallets on one wallet too, that's another thing, print out a couple C phrases, but I like to carry around a few. And this is a wallet you can actually take to a bar. Like I take it all the time out, and I'll use it just to send transactions to myself or just check my portfolio. And people always come up to me and ask me, what is this? What are you holding there? And they can't get out of their heads that it's not a cell phone because it looks like a cell phone, but it's not.
I was going to ask, how did the device design come about? I mean, I love it. I really do love this device. Like the design of it itself.
Yeah, it's sleek. That's what we wanted. We didn't want too big of a touch screen. I mean, we are looking for more. We're going to do more privacy related applications in the future. So it's not just going to be a wallet, but, so having the touchscreen was super important for us. Also, we want to, be able to display NFTs and all these things on the screen, use it. So right now we don't support that, but that's a quick fix. And we're going to have a new product out, probably V2 in, I don't know, maybe 4 months or so. So
speaking of NFTs, what made you want to do just Bitcoin and Ethereum first? In our community, the topic of the week has been altcoin crazy. What made you all say, hey, let's just stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum?
I personally would have just stuck with Bitcoin in general. That's me. I'm one of those Bitcoin types. But I mean, Bitcoin is, I felt like if we understood Bitcoin, we pretty much can understand anything. And being able to handle Bitcoin was important. And also we haven't unlocked all the use cases for Bitcoin yet. And I mean, my theory with this is anything any crypto can do, Bitcoin can do better. Bitcoin, Jimmy Song was on your show a while back. He said they invented colored coins. So, and all these concepts, and Bitcoin has a lightning network, but Ethereum's, number two, the big daddy as well. So it's, and Ethereum supports all the ERC tokens. So there's a lot in there. You can do stablecoin, you can do, NFTs as well. I know Solana is kind of on the roadmap, and then we're going to listen to our customers. If they're saying, hey, we want this token, we'll spin it up, we'll support the nodes, and we'll get it out there. So we didn't want to play the coin chasing game though. We really want to make this product really easy to use. And so for Bitcoin, that was kind of a no-brainer. You have to have a secure Bitcoin wallet. So we went for that first. So, and then we'll add as needs be.
Let's see, Christian. Now, this is not necessarily about the wallet, but about the company. Are you hiring any entry-level remote positions?
Yeah, we're interested. One of the main caveats for being part of Icoin is you got to love crypto. That's what we're always looking for. People that just want to be a part of, making wallets, being in the space. So yeah, we're interested. So go to the website. You can email us, and we'll take a look for sure.
All right, Lawrence, thank you. What's the difference between the Icoin and the Elliptian Titan wallet?
The Alipal. Yeah, the Alipal is a Hong Kong-based company, so it's a Chinese wallet. So that's one of the main differences between our wallet and their wallet. And that one's been around for a while. It's clunky. It's difficult to update. For a while, it's SD cards. It's pretty weak key protection. Ledger's Donjon did a pretty good review on that one, and it's just large and bulky. So it's just it both do support air gap, and it's one of the only other wallets with a camera that I'm aware of. But the main difference is the size, the key protection. We have a pretty, I don't want to get too nerdy on this one, but our entropy is patented. It's the style of so we basically take pseudo random number generator and generates your 256 bits of randomness, and then the camera, once you hit create new wallet, takes a picture of the room or wherever you are. If it's on the table, it doesn't matter. It takes that 13 million bits and then appends that to the end of the 256 bits of randomness. SHA-256 is those together, and then you have what we consider C-spring or cryptographically secure pseudo random numbers. So we try and do what we can to make sure we're being the best we can be, and the keys are encrypted and stored. They're double encrypted, and so everything is it's gonna be pretty tough to break into it, but so.
Well, speaking of breaking in, Les Square said, how often will you have version updates?
It hopefully not often. I mean, for bug fixes and things like that, we'll once it's out in the wild a little bit more, things come up. You can only test so much. Right now, we don't have any updates available because nothing's come up. But if we're going to add things like op return, multi outputs, more ERC coin support, then the update will be available. And we'll make sure that do I want this update? If you're only using Bitcoin and you don't care, don't worry about it. But if it's something you're interested in, or if we're adding secure messaging or something you want, then we'll let you know.
Is that something that's on the future? You said maybe adding secure messaging.
That is definitely on our roadmap of, we don't want to look at this as just a wallet. We want to look at it as a privacy device, because it is not a cell phone. Again, I keep stressing there's the liberty of not having a camera facing you, the liberty of not having a microphone, not having Wi-Fi. You have your privacy when you're holding this device. When you're holding your phone, you are basically inherently hacked. This is so many malicious apps or whatever on your phone. So with this concept of having a cold device, I mean, we don't worry about it too much in this country, but throughout the world, it's definitely a concern of people, and people want privacy, and that's kind of what we're trying to bring back. And also self-sovereignty, in terms of that's what Bitcoin really offers, right? You actually have possession of your wealth. It's not just sitting in a bank somewhere, fractionally reserved bank. So
this is a pretty good question. I think the future of wallets in general will be customization as well, as far as the look, make them cool. So Real Talk is saying, do you have gold-plated models?
We can have a gold-plated model. Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that. Yeah, easily. We can have a gold-plated model.
Hey, about to be there. We go, folks. Let's see. Yeah. So is this thermal printed paper? Someone's saying, Brett saying thermal printed paper fades over time, though.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've gathered, you have if it's stored in a cool, dark place, it's gonna be 5 to 7 years. So anyway, you can go into settings. You can print out multiple copies. I always print one out and then just go to my printer at home and just make a couple copies and spread them out. Put one is safe here, one is safe there. Interesting fact, though, you can actually take thermal printer and put it on a stove or a heated device, and just apply heat to it, and you will bring back the faded. So it can be completely blank, and it'll come back. Hopefully, you won't have to do that, but yes, it will by default usually fade after like 7 years. So make a copy.
And I think I covered it in the video, but I'll just ask it out loud so you answer. Do you have a case for drop protection?
For the wallet?
Yes.
Yeah, a case comes in the box, and a glass screen cover also.
There it is, folks. Yeah, I'm actually, here it is. I brought up the video. For those who haven't seen it yet, make sure you check out the Icoin wallet video I actually did, where we break down the hardware wallet, just do a quick review. But you can see here on the right side of the screen, that's the case. I actually have a case on one of my devices right now. I have my Icoin device right next to me. I popped the, oh, here it is. So here's the case that it actually comes with for those who are watching. Like you said, it's a nice plastic case, and it does protect it from scratch, bumps, drops, and all that good stuff as well. So that comes with the packaging also. All right, what else do we have there? Let's see. Chemo and Crypto said one of the best features for personal security. Let's see. Les Square, any type of warranty. Oh, this thing scrolled too fast. You always ask some questions. Let's see. Hold on. I just missed it. I will come back to it. These questions are actually rolling in. There we go. Oh, any type of warranty on the device if stolen, lost, or damaged?
Let me get back to you on that. In terms of damage, I don't want to give you incorrect information, but in terms of stolen, no, I don't believe so. But that's something I can revisit in the chat later.
What about purchases with crypto or Bitcoin?
Right now, we don't offer that. We're setting that up though, so you can buy it with Bitcoin, and yeah, that's something we will offer in the future. Not right now. Yeah.
Crypto CT, if you're launching a new product possibly in the next 4 months, what's the incentive to get the first generation?
Well, I guess get it while you can, sort of scenario. If you want it, we'll still sell both, so you'll have the option. The second one might be a little more expensive because it will have more features.
Crypto CZ, I'm with you, but I will say I'm with her because I asked the Apple store before the same thing. Long story short, I was going in to look for new MacBooks, I think late last year, and they were like, but if you're thinking about getting one or whatever, you might just want to hold off a few months as new one's coming or something. I was like, wait, like what happens when I get the new one? Are you going to make another one? And the lady at the store gave me, like, the Apple lady, she was, I mean, we're not going to stop creating technology. Like, we're going to keep improving on the tech. So it's one of those things, people. It's like, if you get a new iPhone, they're coming out with a new one next year, like, or 2 or 3. If you get a new laptop, they're going to come, like, it's technology, and technology is going to keep getting created. So that's usually why I've seen a lot of products in the tech space continue to build on that. But as you said, the incentive is if if this is something you're looking for now, here's a chance to get it. Let's see, what else do we have? Are there any plans to release? Okay, so I kind of answered it already, but are there any plans to release different models? I'm not really interested in the printer, so it does sound like you all will have different models as well, right?
The form factor will be the same. It's just certain aspects of it, like the next one most likely will be Bluetooth enabled. So if you want Bluetooth and air gap, go for the next, the next version. But if you don't want the printer, you do not have to buy the printer. It's $199 for the wallet, $250 for the printer wallet bundle, and then we will be selling the printer separately for $99. So you don't have to have the printer. It's just super convenient.
Well, one of those things people just asked about it. So shout out to Jake, one of our longtime warriors. What's the primary reason to buy the printer bundle? For me, for example, like I said this in the review video. If you haven't checked it out, yeah, I put that link in the chat as well. But for me, with the printer bundle, I think it can turn like your cell phone into the point of sales device, essentially, or your wallet as well. But what are some features that you all thought about when you included this printer?
The main feature for me is restoration, just the ease of being able to restore your wallet just so quickly. That I love, and not having to write down the C phrase. So that for me, being able to print out your address in QR and hand it to someone, like you said, point of sale. Being able to print out your Ethereum private keys. Right now, you can't print out your Bitcoin private keys, but being able to print those out in Storm. What else is there? There's so that's pretty much those are the main features of the printer right now. If we do secure messaging, you'll be able to print out your messages, things like that. But it's just a convenience factor. It just makes life so much easier. And once you have it, it's something you're like, I didn't think I would need this, but I do enjoy having it. So, and if you're going to have multiple wallets, you only need one printer. You can have multiple wallets and one printer, and they'll work together. So it's definitely worth having.
All right. If the product is lost, will I be able to retrieve my account with the private keys if I get a new one?
With the private keys, not necessarily. With the seed. Well, all right. There's a few. If you have your private key, you're fine. Don't worry. If you have your seed phrase, you're fine as well. So right now you can restore your seed phrase on the wallet. We don't import private keys, but you could just get any software wallet and just import the private key and then just send a transaction from that software wallet to your hardware wallet. And because you don't want the keys to be in two places at the same time anyway. So that's a way to do it if you have your private keys and lost the hardware wallet.
All right. When do you anticipate an upgrade of this model, and will you get a credit if upgraded?
Actually, upgrade. Yeah. So the version we're going to release that's Bluetooth enabled is going to be the same form factor, but we're upgrading the actual size of the device. We do have prototypes for that for a 4-inch touchscreen that we've already built. So we probably won't release that for a while. That's going to be more when we do get into these privacy applications and you need, a larger screen. A credit, I don't believe we'll probably offer credit, but we could. I mean, that's something we could consider. I haven't thought about that.
Okay. PFC Wells is going on track. Which Miami event will they be at? Sounds like they should be at Bear Arms and Bitcoin or Monerotopia. So yeah, we were actually talking about this before the show. So they're saying if you all are going to be at Miami.
Yeah, we're going to be at Miami. One of our engineers will be there, and one of our board members. I'm going to try and be there as well, and we'll have one of our brand ambassadors, that's a supporter of the companies, there as well. So we won't have a booth. We weren't quick enough to that, but we will be there, and we'll be there and ready to meet people and answer any questions in person.
So what I'm seeing this too, people are talking about some of the competitors. Your primary two competitors, of course, you already share your thoughts on Trezor. What about Ledger? What do you think about them and what you all are doing different?
It's just the same device. I mean, they did do a Bluetooth enabled one, I believe, which is convenient. It's just this little tiny USB dongle. I mean, it hasn't changed. I know they released the Ledger Blue a while back, and that was like $500. And I guess that they discontinued that. They just have been doing the same thing. I mean, it just became like a coin game, really. Just how many coins can we support? And I guess they do decentralized exchange or swaps and all that stuff, which is cool. But if you're plugging this device into your computer and entering your PIN on your computer, to me, this is not a cold device. I mean, does the thing turn on without being plugged into your computer? I don't, the Bluetooth enabled one may, and then try restoring. I mean, that's really what it is. Try restoring something on this little tiny screen with 2 buttons. I mean, it's
not fun. I've done it myself as well.
Yeah. So that's what we were really trying to do. Just make this easy. Name your accounts, name your wallet, you can send an op return message, that'll be released pretty soon. It's just trying to make it fun and abstract some of the confusion, because it's just so technically confusing. Bitcoin is so technically confusing sometimes for people that you can just see their eyes glaze over. So we're trying to abstract that. I mean, if you've ever even sent a transaction on Ledger, you can just see like all the different addresses, because they use change addresses, which is a good privacy practice. But for a lot of that's very, very confusing stuff. So we're trying to make it simple and make it easy. That was really our goal with this wallet.
Well, I will say just the look of it makes people, I think just the look will make people feel comfortable, because of course it resembles another piece of tech a little bit bigger.
Right.
Lawrence, does the Icoin have privacy coins capability, and will you be able to stake coins on this wallet?
Most likely not staking, because as far as I understand with staking, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to need some sort of connection to a computer.
Yeah, you need some APIs going on.
Yeah, or you'll have to be able to plug it in, or we can use Bluetooth. But no idea, no intention for staking now. Supporting other coins, that's definitely something we would like to do, or we're going to do. We're not, Solana with, support for stable coins seems to be popular. We're like privacy coins like Monero. I mean, if the demand is there, then, we will add it.
Let's see. Alec, what's going on? Alec G, this is our in-house team member. Could you, let's see, what type of security chip are you using? Is it the industry standard AT SHA-204 microchip? If not, why did they choose something different?
We're using the MediaTek 6737 processor. So why we chose to use that is because it just made it's so easy to build with the screen, and it wasn't we don't have a secure element, but our keys are encrypted in memory and stored securely. So good luck finding them and decrypting them. So we don't use a secure element with this device.
Let's see. Trek, what's going on? PFC Wells said, folks not really catching the added value of the printer. Plus is the way to pass Bitcoin physically in private. Like, Trek, I'm with you. Like, that's what I'm saying. The printer to me is a big deal. Like, I like the printer. And like you said, people, you can just print off some money and give it to somebody. Like, the game is changing right now. You going to different countries and all that good stuff. You don't want to carry the $10,000+ I know y'all are rich. Use it on a piece of paper.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. I fly into countries, I bring my wallet, I wipe it, and I bring my seed phrase, which I store separately. So if I'm ever in a pickle, just scan it in and got my money right then and there. Or like King said, just print out your private key and hand it to somebody. There you go.
And I see you all also host full Bitcoin nodes as well.
Right.
You're validating. You're in the system.
Yeah, we're validating our own transactions.
There we go. Trypto NFT, where do you see this wallet in the next 2 to 3 years?
I see building out Bitcoin, building out Ethereum support, building out, if NFTs take off, building out, they have taken off, but, supporting NFTs, of course, is always improving the user interface for that and getting the images on the actual wallet. Supporting more tokens. And then, of course, where's the industry going to go? Is it just going to be a few hanging around in 2 years, or is it going to be, a few coins hanging around, or is it going to be, something I haven't even thought of yet? And then also with, these privacy applications like secure messaging and things like that, we really want people to think of this as their private device where you keep your money, you keep your important information, it has a camera, you can take pictures. It's a lot of cool things we can do with it.
JG Wetworth, what's going on? Jam said, put some speakers on it and I would dump my iPhone.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm looking at this, speaking of iPhone and stuff, someone asked this on the show earlier. They might not be in the chat. Tell them to come with the chat, but I'll ask this question. And I remember you told me this was happening. I thought it was huge then, but to actually see it's huge. Like, you all partnered with Verizon Wireless, like one of the largest mobile cellular carriers, wherever you want to call it, on the planet. I guess from the question earlier, it was like, how did this happen? And why did you all even want to partner with Verizon? Why did you want to partner with a cell phone company? And why did a cell phone company want to partner with a hardware wallet?
It's a good question. Yeah, we are part of the Evo Nexus incubator, which is a Franklin Templeton-based incubator in San Mateo. So
I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, well, hey, shout out to these guys. Franklin Templeton made me a good amount of money some years back.
I remember that. I remember we talked. Yeah, right. So one of the founders of Evo Nexus is a board member at Icoin, and this guy has a lot of connections, and he put us in touch with a few mobile carriers, and Verizon was the one that moved first. I think they just wanted to be first into a space like this that everybody else was nervous to get into, and it gives them a sort of, first to market. They missed out on the iPhone. Now they're getting into crypto, which I think is great. And like you said, why would we want to pair with them? Does that ruin the integrity of, the cipher crypto community, or, working with a big telco? I don't think so. I think it only brings it to more people, and it's them validating that this software works and this is a trusted device. And also they have a huge customer base. So it seemed like a no-brainer,
Well, I agree with the customer base. I've been, not to toot my own horn, but I think I've been a customer of Verizon now for over, I don't want to show my age either, but I think I've been a Verizon customer for like 20 years, like dead serious. I got Verizon, I got my first cell phone when I was like 14 or 15 years old working at Chick-fil-A. And I've been with Verizon ever since then. So you're right. The customer base is real. If I didn't know about you all, if we hadn't met and I popped up on the iPhone store one day and saw a hardware wallet, I definitely would be like, what the, Zay, do you see this? They got hardware wallets in the Verizon store. So I agree. I think that's a huge partnership. And then again, I even realized the Franklin Templeton, you have backing from them. Like, those are two really big partnerships that definitely strengthen the credibility of the project. Yeah, that's definitely important to highlight. Let's see. Do you offer Bitcoin Madam? What's going on? Do you offer a still wallet to store seed phrases? If not, will Icoin offer in the future?
Yeah, we don't offer that. Yeah, where you take the little steel letters and put them in and go lock it in a lead case and bury it. So we don't offer that right now. I don't know if we will. Yeah, I don't think we will. I mean, probably not. I just never used one personally. So I thought always just making multiple copies of your seed phrase and spreading it around was good enough, but that's me. So
Yeah, I think early on I might have played one. I was Zay and I kind of played with a couple of different ones just for fun. But I'm kind of the same. Like it was getting to the point where we're getting so much new products, and this is store and that the store is like, all right, how can we have fun, experiment? Now we need to get serious where we're gonna put this stuff at. Let's see, how does your device compare with the BC Vault hardware software?
I'm not too familiar with the BC Vault hardware software. If that's a software or like a desktop wallet, is that kind of the
I'm not familiar with it. Yeah, you gotta let us know more about that one, Les Square. What about NetBits? Are there security risks if it gets tampered with between delivery?
Tampered with between delivery in terms of somebody intercepting it when it's in the mail on its way to you receiving it? I mean, you can, like, there's a security seal, open it up. If you see that that's been tampered with, something's definitely happened. When you turn the device on, I mean, short of them literally I've taken like 10 of these apart, taking it apart and putting it back together in a way that you didn't recognize. And what are they going to do exactly? Like, there's nothing they can do with the software. So they'd really have to mess with some of this. The only port is the USB port, and it doesn't plug into the computer. So there's really nothing they can do. I mean, it's all the transaction information is constructed, that all the public information required is constructed on the mobile app and then sent to the hardware wallet for signature. So in between you can even see, you compare the two, you know, the mobile wallet and the hardware wallet, and say, has anything changed? Did the address change? Did the amount change? Did anything change between this QR code transaction? If that's the case, then I guess your wallet's been tampered with. I don't see how that could ever happen, but you know, that is the only situation I can think of. But there is really no feasible way to do that, you know, that I can think of.
Well, what about with this Verizon deal? If people order from Verizon, are they getting it from Verizon, or are they getting it from your company?
We ship to Verizon. So we ship directly to Verizon and they store it, you know, in their warehouses, and then they ship to customers. So if you order from us, you are getting it from us. Right now, we do use Amazon fulfillment. So for people that aren't aware of what that is, we send it to Amazon and then they push it out. So they handle. You can't order it on Amazon, and if that's a big deal, I mean, it's just so convenient and easy to use and makes it, you know, more affordable. So that's just what we're using right now.
And I mean, to be fair, you all are new. Like again, and this is the thing I hate about being like the new kid on a block is people expect you to be like a professional 22-year-old athlete already. It's like, damn, man, hold on, we're just getting started. We're getting the warm-up shots in. So I'm sure processes and everything will change and become more efficient, all that as time moves on, for sure. Jake, how is the upgrade version upgraded if you don't plug it into a computer?
We'll let you know. You can plug this into a computer and it's our proprietary process for upgrading the actual software. You don't have to do it if you don't want the upgrade, but if you are paranoid, wipe your wallet, you know, print your seed phrase out, wipe your wallet, upgrade it, then restore it, and you will be, that's as safe as it can be. So short of, I mean, you can't do Bluetooth upgrades. It's too difficult. So there is no way, unless you use like an SD card and plug that into a computer. So you're really not getting around it in any way, shape, or form. So we try and make that process as secure as possible.
Let's see, do you have a KYC disclosure when setting up?
No, we don't want your information. So we want to try and maintain our customers' privacy. We're not doing, you know, Bitcoin buys and sells yet. We plan on hopefully doing that by the end of the year. So that will require some KYC. And that's also a great thing about Verizon having a cell phone built. You know, you've already done all the KYC AML. So that's something we're looking to take advantage of. But no KYC, no AML. We don't collect any of your data. We don't want it.
So GeoMagic said the Ledger Live interface is convenient. How about yours? So you have a mobile app.
Yeah, we have a mobile app. The mobile interface is very convenient. It's, you know, you can use it on your iPhone or your Android phone. It's easy. You can get it from the Google Play Store. You can get it from the Apple Store, and it walks you through the steps. You can check, like you can see your portfolio, you can see your account, you can see your transaction history, you can see who you sent it to, how much, the fee you paid, and then we even more info will take you to the Block Explorer itself, and then you can see all the details if you really want to get into the weeds of it. But that's what we tried to do. We tried to make it as simple as possible, so our as stylish as possible.
And I know this is one of my questions when we first got the wallet and we started digging into it. So how does the app and the wallet's connectivity work as far as is the Bitcoin ever on the app itself? How does that work? Some people worry about that.
No, your private keys never leave the hardware wallet. They never ever leave the hardware wallet. So but the problem of having a cold device is there is information that's required to construct a transaction, like your script key and the transaction ID and all these things that needs to be relayed somehow to the wallet. And also, if you're trying, most people aren't saying I want to send like 500,000 Satoshis. They're saying I want to spend $500. So we, using the mobile app, you need those live prices so you can convert accurately. So really, the private key definitely never leaves the cold device, and that's what you don't want. You don't want your private key sitting on your phone. Obviously, carrying around your life savings on your phone. You don't want your private keys on your computer because these are same kinds of hot devices. So you really want them on a cold device. And so the cameras and the QR code is how the information is relayed. The wallet reads information from the phone and then constructs the transaction and signs it and generates a QR code. And then the mobile app on the phone then uses the camera on the phone to read the information from the hardware wallet and relay it to the network. So
there it is. And if you're watching the live, you actually just saw that as well, folks. Let's see. Satoshi Slim said you can print a bunch of different values and leave the whole wallet at home and just travel with receipts. Again, that's what I'm saying. People, the printing, I like the printer fixture. I like the printer part of it, actually, for myself personally. JG Wetworth, where are they manufactured?
So the hardware itself is manufactured in Shenzhen. There was no real way to get around that. I mean, even if we sourced all the parts and built it here, it'd be $500 or $600 device, and all the parts would be coming from there. So that is where the hardware is developed, and we have a pretty close relationship with the ODM, and we've taken at least 15 of these apart, so we know exactly what's in them. And they come naked. We load all the software ourselves. So we're really just getting the hardware from there. And there really is no way around that. I mean, trying to manufacture a device like this in the US is just not feasible at this point. It's kind of sad, but hopefully that'll change in the future. And, maybe we'll move to, Korea or Taiwan or Japan going forward.
It's because slavery is illegal here. You know that. No.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, we get our iPhones and tennis shoes from the same place. It's all good. Thank you for the question, Craig. Will there be Lightning integration?
I hope so. Yeah, definitely. That is on the roadmap for sure. Bitcoin Lightning integration is definitely a feature we want to exploit. It'll be good for me too, because I need a little more education on running Lightning. But yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Full node, local TX is asking.
Yeah, full nodes we run. Is that what he's asking they're asking
right.
If we run full nodes? Yeah, we run full nodes. We run full Bitcoin and Ethereum nodes, and host them and validate our own transactions. That way we're not going through any third parties.
All right. This Jake said, I believe this may be good for Ethereum, not Bitcoin, because nobody spends Bitcoin, but crypto wallet looks fire. There we go. Let's see.
But if you want to store your Bitcoin, cold storage for sure. Yeah. So have them two, one for your Bitcoin that you keep private and don't tell anyone where it is. And then one you bring out, for spending. So.
Y'all just start something in the chat. People. EFC Will say, I like how folks keep saying it like a fact when it's not true. People spend Bitcoin. I keep telling y'all, look no further than me. I'm probably one of the biggest. I'm probably the most egregious when it comes to actually utilizing, spending, and using Bitcoin. Like I like spending it. It's easy. It just works. All right. I keep telling you I like the technology. I really think I'm kidding sometimes. JG Wentworth, Franklin Templeton incubator linked with Verizon. They got big dogs backing them. So yeah, that's actually my question too. And I already feel like I know the answer to this, but I know our audience does sometimes ask, is there any way to actually get involved with the investment of the overall company or project itself and not just buying the wallet itself? I know you all are private, so how does that work?
Sure. I mean, yeah, we bootstrap this mostly ourselves, founders, and putting investors together from people we knew. So this has been a pretty organic process. Yeah, we are always open to meeting, people that want to invest in the company and be a part of it. Yeah, we'll always entertain that conversation.
Oh man. All right, folks. You might get your 10x right there. There you go. For those who might not put 200 onto the wallet, you can put it into the company.
There it is.
Let's see what else we have going on. Yes, that everybody's still talking about the Verizon. I think it's huge. The Verizon thing was huge. The Verizon was definitely huge. All right, let's see. We have okay, yep. Some people are talking about the packaging. So since Verizon already knows me, this means I wouldn't have the KYC on Icoin to buy Bitcoin in the future. Is that what it means when you're?
That's what we're hoping. That is that, yeah, because as far as we know, you give just as much information. Actually, you give more information when you sign up to get a cell phone through Verizon than you do when you sign up for an exchange account. So we're hoping that, yeah, you can just, hey, go into your Verizon statement, buy some Bitcoin, just tack it onto my bill next month.
Let's see. Hilarious. They're talking about the thermal printer. The money is in the thermal printer, $500 a roll. I didn't know it was that expensive. Goodness gracious. That's why business always asks, do you want a receipt? Huh?
Oh, you said $500 a roll?
Yeah. They said that's why business always asks, do you want a receipt? Oh man. Probably in grocery stores. What else do we have? Some people are on the fence about Verizon, but again, those are the updates that if you want, you can update. So you don't have to update it to that capability if you don't want it to.
If anything, you mean the buying and selling concept?
Right.
Is that? Yeah, and that's something you would do on your mobile app anyway. The cold storage, the cold wallet's the cold wallet.
Oh, that's true. Right. The wallet is different. You would do it on the app.
Yeah, that cold wallet is cold. That's funny. It's hard to make the disconnect between the wallet looking like a cell phone and not being a cell. It has no network connections at all. This is a vault, if you want to call it. So it is cold. So there's no way you could buy and sell on the wallet, unfortunately.
All right. So you know what? A couple other people. Okay, I saw someone mention T-Mobile. So I believe is this the first partnership with a cell phone carrier and a hardware wallet? Because I haven't heard of Ledger or Trezor doing anything yet.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Ledger's a French-based company and Trezor's Czech Republic. So yeah, it's the first partnership that we're aware of too. I think
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you all looking at possibly partnering with different cellular companies, or do you have a non-compete with Verizon?
Yeah, we have an exclusive relationship for for a duration of time. So for a while, and then we're actually looking to partner with more software wallets actually to make it convenient to interface with software wallets. So if it's more mobile wallets to be more exact, so we can be the cold storage and they can be the hot storage. So that's something we're also looking to do going forward.
Great questions, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. So a few quick things. What has been your biggest challenges in creating this wallet and bringing it to market? What are your biggest challenges and what are some of the bigger things you all worry about when you're hosting a hardware wallet?
I think just putting together hardware in general, it's not a real popular investment, with VCs or anybody these days. They want to invest in tokens and social networks and software-based things that can grow exponentially and require no hardware, because hardware is kind of locked up, right? You got the big dogs that are in there. So that's always been difficult, getting people to, invest in hardware and going through the actual process of putting together hardware. I mean, it's not an easy feat. And I mean, and then of course the technical understanding of learning about Bitcoin and being able to actually understand all this and put it together and calculate fees, all these little things, little nuances you don't worry about and you shouldn't have to worry about as a customer. So, and then also trying to gauge the market. I mean, for a while we went through going through building a Bitcoin wallet company and then at the same time having Bitcoin dump or, the price dump and having people say that's not going to ever work out. So, kind of dealing with the long stretches of, crypto winters that was difficult, but I feel like we've kind of come out on the other side now and there's so much cool stuff. I mean, I get the concept of NFTs, but I think it's fun. I have one. I tried to move it, and my $5 NFT was going to cost me like $180 in Ethereum fees to move. So I mean, it's kind of like okay, but I get that people like it, and it's fun. So whatever makes it fun and popular, I'm all about. So that's what I'm excited about. What's next? Like I feel like it's just in the baby infancy stages right now, even though it's been around since 2008.
Well, that's the thing. And again, when you came to us, that's the thing that I was interested in, because I was like, okay, there aren't many people trying, like, this is a tough niche right here, a hardware wallet, especially when you already have like essentially two Goliaths swinging back and forth for you to come into the marketplace like, hey, we got something too. So to me, that again, I see people on the fence too. Someone said it sounds too good to be true. I felt the same way, because I'm just like, this thing looks good, it works. But then I also say to myself, all right, people, just the hardware itself for the device and the printer, that costs a lot of money for them to buy that and then upload the software. That's a lot of money. So for me, I'm like, all right, like if something goes wrong with this project, you all will be taking the biggest loss up front. So to me, that kind of that added the trust factor to me as well, because it was just like, not people aren't creating hardware wallets out the blue to scam people. People are creating hardware wallets thinking they're going to take over the hardware wallet market. So that's the kind of the perception I have from you all.
And we wanted to build something that we wanted to use too. We were not happy using Ledger and Trezor. We just weren't enjoying this. This is not what we want to be using. This is 2022. Come on, these are USB sticks. Let's step it up a little bit. So,
all right, I'm going to try to get a quick hot round of questions in before I let you go, because I have one more big one for you as well. But Wyatt, try it. How long will updates take to integrate with multiple coins? Is it too early to tell for that?
No, it's fast. You mean like the actual update of the hardware wallet itself?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's a very quick process. It take maybe, I don't know, 40 seconds or something. It's fast. And then you'd probably have to you'd have to update your mobile app as well, which is 10 or 15 seconds. So this is not, this wouldn't be a huge to do for the user to have to upgrade to support more coins. It'd be fast, easy.
And will Verizon allow you to buy the hardware wallet if you don't have an account with them?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it's a good question. I've never tried it, but I think you can go on Verizon and just buy accessories, and because you don't need to buy a cell phone. You can buy a lot of other devices there. And even if you do buy a cell phone, I mean, if they don't set it up, they'll still ship it to you. So I'm pretty sure, you don't need a Verizon account to buy it.
Let's see. Yep, some folks said they're still going to buy it through Icoin Direct. We don't have one right now. Hilarious. Everybody's saying, what's the promo code for the Warriors? So we don't have one, but if the second iteration comes out, I'm sure we can figure out something when that new thing comes out, since you all are here to support it as well. How many security audits from the company and individuals have you all done? I think, if I'm correct, because Wyatt, you came a little late. He's already mentioned they had Verizon actually do a security audit, and then they did their own internal one. Am I missing any ones as well?
Yeah, we did 2 internal ones and then the Verizon one as well. So, and then we have our in-house security advisors. So always keeping an eye on everything. And we're trying to build a good product. We're trying to give everybody something that works and keeps their private keys safe. So we are trying to make it as secure as possible.
All right. Let's see. Okay, it looks like that's about it. Now, I don't want to, I've been teasing it. I just said that you all have some incredible partnerships coming up. In general, what can you tell us about what you're looking to do with your marketing and partnerships and with the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin community as a whole?
Yeah, we have a pretty cool brand ambassador that we're working with. I always get nervous talking about before things happen, but yeah,
I'm just saying, that's why I was like, I only tease a little bit.
I know. I guess we could throw it out there, right? Or should we?
I'll wait.
All right, I'll wait. Yeah, we got some
wait.
cool
stuff. We'll throw it out there next week. I mean, I don't know what type of business deal you all got. If you want to throw it out there, you can. This is the time. But if not, we can wait too.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's why not? Wiz Khalifa is going to be doing our brand ambassadorship for the next 2 years and posting on his.
Oh, is it a 2-year deal?
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, I hope it goes well, unless he gets pissed off. It's like, I don't want to do it anymore. But yeah, so that's what we're kind of going with. We're hoping that's going to help with the marketing as well, because he's got such a huge following, and it just adds a little bit of, we'll see how we do with that.
There it is. So those who just missed it, Wiz Khalifa will be coming on board to help promote this hardware wallet as well. I mean, this is stuff where these are like, Wyatt tries to say, oh yeah, y'all smart. These are the base hits, the home runs, the cryptocurrency we always talk about. I mean, like, goodness gracious, you all got Verizon, Wiz Khalifa, and Franklin Templeton. Listen, I thought I already knew enough about the project. You got me buying it anymore now. A couple people said they're about to go buy another one. That's pretty cool to see, though. So, of course, if you're listening and you're watching, I just brought it up, but you can order the Icoin wallet at their website, icointechnology.com. Of course, you can also order it with Verizon here at verizon.com/product/smart tech devices. And if you want to see that video review as well, that is on our YouTube channel, Icoin wallet. Bitcoin hardware wallet. You can just in your search bar put Icoin wallet, the gem, and the crypto. I literally search my own videos the same way. I only go to our studio, and again, we do a quick breakdown of this wallet. You can see here some of the products it comes with in the packaging. A lot of cool stuff. You can see the printer working, the wallet, the case comes with an instruction manual. A lot of good stuff that comes with it. And by the way, I want to mention, I still have it here almost as some table decoration. But this box that it came in was amazing.
Oh yeah,
you told me I was in for a treat. This was a super cool box for a hardware wallet for those who can see it who haven't seen the review yet. I thought this is a really cool box. So thank you again for that.
Oh yeah, we were hoping to get that out before Christmas this year, but we missed it. So I thought it'd be cool under the tree. But
all good. Listen, what is cryptocurrency if we don't miss an update? Okay, it'll be here for next year.
Right.
What last thoughts would you? I know we went a little bit over, but again, people seem to be excited, asking a lot of questions. The Taylor gang is real in here. All right, I didn't even know we had so many Cushion OJ people. We're gonna be listening to that when it comes out. Really quick. Well, I don't want to. We already talked enough about it. I don't want to ask any more about that one because I know it's gonna be a lot of surprises. What's the last thing you want to leave our community with?
Keep watching the Gentleman of Crypto because it's a great show. So, and also, just reach out if you have any questions, but just stay involved in Bitcoin, and you're already in the right place. You're already the warriors. You're already in the community, so you're already doing you've done what you have to do, and just buy a wallet, of course, and buy a printer. But either way, just keep supporting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency community.
There it is. Really quick, last couple of quick comments. I'm seeing some good stuff. Can they buy it in the UK? You ship to the UK?
No, not right now. Verizon may ship to the UK. So
I would try the Verizon side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. A great point, PFC Wells. And that's why I keep my same treasure, the first one. You go back and think about iPhones. They said this is going to be interesting. If you get a first generation wallet, that could be a collectible. Could be. You never know. You never know. I saw someone earlier in the chat said iPhone started off with just AT&T, then boom, iPhones were everywhere. So good point. It might be a collectible. Everybody said they're gonna need some promo codes one day. We'll work on the next generation. We can't do that, people. It's a brand new business, brand new wallet. Support them the right way. And I'm sure they'll come back around and say, hey, this community supported us. We got our updated version. You all asked us about it. We're not going to kill you on the price. Here's the code. So we'll look for the next one. But businesses first start, support the business. Then they said you got to make a gem in a crypto special edition with a gold logo on it.
That's right. I like that.
All right. Yeah. Good stuff. You all gonna have me put my public address everywhere. See how many. Oh, that's a great idea. What if you just print public addresses and just paste them everywhere, and just people just start donating? This is right at the bottom, like donate to feel good about life. Like literally, people would do it.
Well, I guess that QR code on our website and on Verizon. That's yeah, I have that address. So feel free to send some. Feel free. I keep checking just in case somebody's.
And last but not least, if you're ever interested, it looks like folks are saying, let's talk about this ambassador program for the regular folks. So if it's ever an ambassador program, I guess we got some people who are ready to push this thing out for you.
Hey, reach out. Yeah. info@icointechnology.com. Send us an email. We're always interested.
And folks, please like and share this video. I mean, this is one of the things where you say you want to see different things in space. You want to see different options. You want to have options. You don't want to just go Bitcoin crazy. I think this is good for the market in general. Every new hardware wallet, especially one that's had backing like this, is good for the market. The last thing we want to do is just say we can only do Treasure or Ledger, right? Now we got Treasure, Ledger, and we have officially the brand new Icoin hardware wallet making the wave. Out of all three, you definitely have the best looking wallet for sure. And I definitely like using it so far. I appreciate it. That's the air gap. And like you said, it doesn't even go on your computer. Some of you all's concerns were the same concerns I had early on. I was like, wait, I'm using this mobile app. Is it connected? And Adam walked me through all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Wendy Nichols, shout out to Wendy Nichols, says days like this that make me such a proud crypto warrior. I know, I mean, same thing. I like it. Like People, this is cool. We're talking to a person, and again, I can't throw everything out there, but I mean, they're partnering with Wiz Khalifa. Would that person's team want to ruin their brand over a hardware wallet? No. They partner with Verizon. Will Verizon want to ruin what they established over a hardware wallet? No. And I can tell you for a fact, we tried to do this a couple months ago. Verizon, and not in a negative way, but they were doing their due diligence. So I know it took them 2 months to do their due diligence. So would they ruin their reputation? With Franklin Templeton, shout out to Franklin Templeton. You all made me a nice little nickel to help me live in LA my first year or two. When I got out the military, I was putting my money in Franklin Templeton, an aggressive account. They did an amazing job. But even Franklin Templeton, no one's putting their name out there on something new, thinking it's going to fail. So at the very least, ensure you do your own research. If you have additional questions, put them in the comments after the video. Adam says team will come back around and check them out. And of course, we'll try to catch up with their team down in Miami when they're there to get some more information. Hopefully we can have them at a meetup or something as well, so you all can meet some people face to face. But again, folks, this is cryptocurrency. This is how the community starts. This is how we build up on each other in different businesses. So really cool to see. Last but not least, I got to get you on this, Adam. I told you this. Sig Ed, we actually talked about this the other day. I will say this. I'm not mad because they've already said, hey, we're developing, we're working on this hardware wallet, we're staying focused. I'm not mad because I'm in the same boat, but they said these fools ain't even got a Twitter page, and they had the little smiley face with the magnifying glass. Hey, you know I got a Twitter page, but I don't even use it, people. You can't be, I'm not mad at Twitter pages. I don't use mine enough either, but no, we talked about it. Hopefully they can get up on Twitter. I told them you all are on Twitter like crazy. So it looks like that's the next project, Adam, on a roadmap.
That is it. Setting that up right after this call.
There it is. Hey, well, this was a little bit longer than expected, but again, thank you, Adam, for being here. We appreciate your time. Folks, keep asking questions in the comments. Keep doing your own research. If you're interested, again, check out those Icoin wallets at icointechnology.com, or you can order it from Verizon. Make sure you smash that like and share. Don't keep these hardware wallets to yourself. Let your friends and family know there's a new kid on the block that's doing some good things, all right? Smash that like and share, and I will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Cheers.